Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Learn English with Podcast Conversation. I'm Thomas, and today we'll discuss a topic that can truly change your life: building a consistent morning routine. It's not only about structure, but also about setting a positive tone for the day.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer. Morning routines are a game changer for productivity and mental health. In this episode, we'll explore why a good morning routine matters, how to create one, and some simple steps you can start practicing right away. Let's get started. A morning routine gives you control over your day. It helps you focus on priorities and reduces stress. Starting with a calm morning boosts productivity and helps you feel ready to tackle challenges without being overwhelmed.
Exactly. It's like setting the foundation for a building. A good foundation ensures stability. Similarly, a solid morning routine ensures your day is more productive and structured. It's a habit many successful people swear by for their achievements.
Another benefit is mental clarity. When you know what to expect each morning, you can make decisions more effectively throughout the day. It's all about creating an environment that supports your goals and keeps distractions to a minimum.
And let's not forget energy levels. A good morning routine includes habits like drinking water, stretching, or exercising, which help wake your body and mind. These small actions prepare you to give your best in work, studies, or personal life.
A well-planned morning can also improve your mood. When you start your day with something you enjoy, like reading, meditating, or having a good breakfast, it sets a positive tone that lasts throughout the day.
It's also an excellent way to practice self-discipline. By sticking to a morning routine, you're training yourself to follow through with commitments. This skill translates into other areas of your life, from professional responsibilities to personal goals.
And morning routines aren't rigid, they can be flexible. What matters is finding a routine that fits your lifestyle and makes you feel good. Even 10 minutes of focused time can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Whether it's writing in a journal, listening to music, or planning your day, what you do in the morning impacts how you handle the rest of your day. Let's discuss how to build a morning routine that works for you in the next segment.
Building a morning routine starts with understanding your needs and goals. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in the morning? Whether it's feeling energized, getting organized, or simply having quiet time, clarity helps you create a routine tailored to your life.
Yes, and start small. You don't need to overhaul your entire morning at once. Begin with 1 or 2 habits that are easy to follow. For example, wake up 10 minutes earlier to stretch or plan your day. Gradually add more habits as you become comfortable with the routine.
Another key is consistency. Sticking to a routine for at least a few weeks helps it become a natural part of your day. Even on weekends, try to wake up at the same time to maintain the habit. This consistency makes it easier to stay on track long term.
I agree. Consistency is essential, but flexibility is also important. Life happens, and some mornings might not go as planned. Instead of feeling frustrated, adjust and move forward. The goal is progress, not perfection, and a little flexibility keeps the routine sustainable.
Preparation is another step that makes mornings smoother. Set out your clothes, plan your breakfast, or make a to-do list the night before. By reducing decision-making in the morning, you save time and energy for the activities that matter most.
And remember to focus on habits that align with your values. For instance, if health is a priority, include exercise or a nutritious breakfast. If learning excites you, spend a few minutes reading or listening to an educational podcast. Personalization is key.
Another great tip is to create a positive wake-up environment. Use soft lighting, soothing music, or even a favorite scent to make getting up a pleasant experience. These small details can transform your mornings from stressful to enjoyable.
Don't forget the importance of hydration. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning kickstarts your metabolism and rehydrates your body after hours of sleep. It's a simple habit that can make a big difference in your energy levels.
Meditation or mindfulness exercises are also great to include. Spending 5 to 10 minutes focusing on your breath or practicing gratitude can help you start the day with a calm and clear mind. It's a habit that benefits both mental and emotional well-being.
For those who struggle with mornings, creating a playlist of your favorite upbeat songs can make a difference. Music has a powerful effect on mood and energy, so use it as a tool to wake up feeling motivated and ready to take on the day.
And if you find mornings to rest, try tracking your time. Identify areas where you can streamline tasks. Maybe you're spending too much time scrolling through your phone or deciding what to wear. Awareness can help you reclaim valuable minutes.
That's so true. Speaking of phones, minimizing screen time in the morning is also a great idea. Instead of checking social media or emails, focus on activities that nurture your mind and body. This creates a more peaceful and intentional start to your day.
A morning routine can also include setting intentions for the day. Take a moment to write down 1 or 2 goals you want to accomplish. This simple practice provides clarity and direction, making it easier to stay focused and productive throughout the day.
For those who enjoy journaling, mornings are an excellent time to write. Reflecting on your thoughts, feelings, or plans for the day can be therapeutic and help you stay organized. It's a creative way to connect with yourself before the day begins.
And let's not overlook breakfast. Starting your day with a healthy meal fuels your body and mind. Choose options rich in protein, fiber, and vitamins like eggs, oatmeal, or fruit smoothies. A good breakfast keeps you energized and focused for hours.
Exercise is another habit worth including. Whether it's a full workout, a quick yoga session, or even a short walk, moving your body in the morning boosts endorphins and mental clarity. Physical activity is one of the best ways to start the day on a high note.
If you're learning a language like English, mornings are a great time to practice. Spend a few minutes listening to a podcast, reading, or reviewing vocabulary. Your mind is fresh in the morning, making it easier to absorb and retain new information.
And don't underestimate the power of a morning gratitude practice. Take a moment to list 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit shifts your mindset to positivity and appreciation, which can influence how you approach challenges throughout the day.
Finally, end your morning routine with a clear plan for the day. Review your schedule, prioritize tasks, and identify any potential challenges. Having a roadmap reduces stress and helps you feel prepared to navigate the hours ahead.
Absolutely. The beauty of a morning routine is that it's unique to each person. Experiment with different habits and find what works best for you. When you start your day with intention and purpose, it sets the tone for a more productive and fulfilling life.
Building productive habits is essential for personal growth. It's not just about productivity, but also about aligning your daily actions with your values and long-term goals. Start by identifying one key habit you want to develop, whether it's exercising, learning, or improving a skill.
Exactly. Once you identify your goal, break it down into smaller, achievable steps. For example, if your goal is to read more books, start with just 10 minutes a day. Gradually increase the time as you feel more comfortable. Small, consistent steps lead to lasting change.
Consistency is definitely the key. It's easy to get motivated at first, but sticking with a habit over time can be challenging. One technique to stay consistent is tracking your progress. You can use a journal or an app to mark your achievements, helping you stay accountable.
Tracking progress gives you a clear sense of how far you've come, which can be really motivating. Another trick is to start with habits that require little to no effort, like drinking more water or stretching for 5 minutes. Once these become second nature, you can build on them.
Absolutely, and don't forget to celebrate small wins along the way. Every time you reach a milestone, whether big or small, take a moment to acknowledge your effort. This positive reinforcement will keep you motivated and remind you that progress is happening, even if it's slow.
Positive reinforcement is powerful. In fact, rewarding yourself after completing a habit for a week or a month can be a great way to keep the momentum going. The reward doesn't have to be big. Something simple like a treat or a relaxing break can be a great motivator.
Another useful method for building habits is habit stacking. This is when you pair a new habit with one you already do regularly. For example, if you want to practice mindfulness, try doing it right after brushing your teeth. Linking habits like this makes them easier to remember.
I love the habit stacking idea. It's a great way to make your new habit automatic. Another thing to keep in mind is the importance of starting your day with your most important habit. By doing this first thing, you set a positive tone and ensure you tackle it when your energy is at its peak.
Yes, starting your day with a meaningful habit like journaling, exercising, or reading makes sure it gets done. And remember, it's okay if you miss a day or two. Life happens, and the key is to get back on track as soon as possible, without guilt or self-judgment.
Right. Perfection isn't the goal, progress is. It's normal to slip up from time to time, but don't let one setback discourage you. Just pick up where you left off and keep moving forward. The important thing is that you don't give up on the journey.
Another habit-building tip is to set clear, realistic goals. Make sure the habit you want to develop is specific and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want to exercise more," say, "I will work out for 30 minutes 3 times a week." This clarity makes it easier to stay focused.
That's a great point. Vague goals are harder to follow through with. And as you set those specific goals, ensure they're achievable and in line with your lifestyle. If you set yourself up with unrealistic expectations, you might feel overwhelmed and give up.
Absolutely. It's also helpful to set a schedule for when you'll practice your new habit. By adding it to your calendar, you treat it like any other appointment. Over time, it becomes a part of your routine, and you're less likely to skip it because it feels like something important.
Scheduling your habit is such an effective strategy. And if you struggle with motivation, try visualizing the benefits of your new habit. Imagine how achieving your goal will make you feel, whether it's more energetic, confident, or accomplished. Visualizing success is a great motivator.
That's a powerful technique. Also, be patient with yourself. Habits take time to develop. It's important to understand that building new habits isn't about instant success, but about creating small changes that compound over time. Patience is crucial to long-term success.
Exactly, and remember that everyone has different learning curves when it comes to habits. Some people might adapt quickly, while others take a little longer. That's okay. The key is to stay committed to the process, even when it feels like progress is slow.
One more important tip is to surround yourself with supportive people. Share your goals with friends or family members who can encourage you and hold you accountable. Having someone to cheer you on makes the process more enjoyable and less isolating.
Having a support system is incredibly important. Sometimes just knowing someone is rooting for you can be the extra push you need. Additionally, joining groups or communities online that focus on similar goals can help you stay motivated and connected to like-minded individuals.
Along those lines, it's also helpful to learn from others. Find role models or mentors who have mastered the habits you're trying to build. Whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, or watching videos, learning from others can give you valuable insights and inspiration.
Great advice. Learning from others can help you avoid common pitfalls and find strategies that work. As you build your habits, it's also important to reflect regularly. Check in with yourself every month to assess your progress and make any necessary adjustments.
Reflection is a key part of personal growth. Take time to evaluate your journey, acknowledge what's working, and adjust what's not. This ensures that your habits continue to align with your goals and that you stay on track toward achieving personal growth.
And remember, building productive habits is a lifelong process. Even after you've mastered one habit, there's always room for improvement and growth. Keep challenging yourself to evolve and develop new habits that support your personal and professional aspirations.
Exactly, Thomas. Continuous growth is the ultimate goal. Whether it's improving your health, learning a new language, or enhancing your skills, building and refining habits is essential for success. Stay committed and keep evolving. Change can be unsettling, but it's an inevitable part of life. Whether it's starting a new job, moving to a new city, or learning a new skill, embracing change helps us grow. Begin by viewing change as an opportunity rather than a threat and approach it with an open mind.
That's true. Often, our resistance to change comes from fear of the unknown. Taking small steps to familiarize yourself with the new situation can help reduce anxiety. For instance, if you're moving to a new place, research the area, connect with locals, and explore its culture beforehand.
Another way to embrace change is by focusing on the positive outcomes it might bring. Maybe you'll meet inspiring people, discover new passions, or gain valuable experience. Shifting your perspective can transform fear into excitement and make the transition smoother.
I agree. Also, it's important to remember that challenges during change are normal. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, view them as opportunities to learn and adapt. For example, struggling with a new task at work can teach you resilience and problem-solving skills.
Yes, and staying flexible is key. When things don't go as planned, adaptability allows you to pivot and find alternative solutions. It's like navigating a river. Sometimes you have to adjust your course to avoid obstacles, but you'll still reach your destination.
Exactly. Another helpful strategy is setting small, manageable goals during a period of change. If the overall situation feels overwhelming, breaking it into smaller tasks can make it more approachable. Celebrate each milestone to keep your momentum going.
Celebrating milestones is a great idea. It reinforces your progress and boosts confidence. Along with that, maintaining a support system is crucial. Share your experiences with friends or family who can offer encouragement, advice, or simply a listening ear.
Support systems are invaluable. Sometimes just talking things through with someone who cares can provide clarity and comfort. Additionally, seeking professional help, like a coach or counselor, can give you practical tools to navigate change more effectively.
Another way to cope with change is through mindfulness practices. Activities like meditation, journaling, or deep breathing can help you stay grounded and focused, even when everything around you feels uncertain. These practices help calm your mind and reduce stress.
Mindfulness is powerful. It helps you stay present and face challenges one step at a time. In addition, maintaining healthy routines such as regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and sufficient sleep supports your mental and physical well-being during transitions.
Absolutely. Self-care often takes a backseat during stressful times, but it's more important than ever. Taking care of yourself ensures you have the energy and clarity to handle change effectively. Think of it as recharging your batteries so you can perform at your best.
And don't forget the importance of self-compassion. Change can be difficult, and it's okay to feel frustrated or uncertain. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment and remind yourself that it's normal to need time to adjust. Treat yourself with kindness.
That's so true. Sometimes we're our harshest critics. Giving yourself grace during tough times allows you to focus on what you can control rather than dwelling on what you can't. Remember, growth takes time, and each step, no matter how small, is progress.
Another key to embracing change is staying curious. Ask questions, seek new perspectives, and remain open to learning. Viewing change as an adventure can help you discover unexpected opportunities and enrich your life in ways you might not have imagined.
Curiosity is a great mindset to cultivate. It turns challenges into puzzles waiting to be solved. Also, keep reminding yourself of your past successes. Think about times when you've overcome obstacles before it's proof that you're capable of doing it again.
Drawing on past experiences is so empowering. Reflecting on your strengths and achievements reminds you that you've faced uncertainty before and come out stronger. Use those memories as a source of confidence as you navigate new changes.
And if you feel stuck, don't hesitate to seek inspiration. Read books, listen to podcasts, or watch videos that offer motivational stories. Hearing how others have successfully adapted to change can reignite your determination and provide practical strategies.
That's a great suggestion. Inspirational content can shift your mindset and show you that you're not alone. It's also helpful to create a vision board or a list of goals that represent where you want this change to lead you. Having a clear vision keeps you motivated.
Visualization is a powerful tool. Seeing your goals represented visually can make them feel more tangible and achievable. And remember, change isn't something to fear, it's a chance to grow, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Embrace it wholeheartedly.
Absolutely. Jennifer, change is a journey, not a destination. By staying positive, patient, and proactive, you can turn challenges into stepping stones for personal growth. Trust the process, and you'll find that even the toughest changes can lead to incredible rewards.
When we face uncertainty, it often feels like we're standing at the edge of something we don't fully understand. It's natural to feel hesitant or scared. However, embracing uncertainty allows us to grow stronger and more resilient. By confronting the unknown head-on, we equip ourselves with the tools to adapt and thrive in changing circumstances.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Uncertainty, although uncomfortable, is often where the most growth occurs. Think about the times you've faced challenges in your life. Most of those moments helped shape you into the person you are today. You may not have understood the purpose at the time, but in hindsight, those experiences are invaluable lessons.
Exactly, Thomas. Uncertainty gives us the chance to learn things we never would have discovered otherwise. For example, when starting a new project, there's always a fear of failure. But each mistake becomes a stepping stone that leads to greater success. It's all part of the process of building resilience.
That's a great point, Jennifer. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle of worrying, but resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about developing the mental and emotional strength to handle them. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes, and soon navigating uncertainty feels less daunting.
Exactly. And resilience isn't just about bouncing back from challenges. It's also about learning from them. Every time you face adversity, you gain insight that helps you handle future challenges with more confidence and clarity. This is why it's so important to adopt a growth mindset when dealing with tough times.
A growth mindset is key to resilience. When we see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as threats, we approach them with curiosity and courage. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try thinking, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in thinking makes a world of difference.
Absolutely, Thomas. That shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset can completely transform how we deal with adversity. It helps us focus on what we can control rather than dwelling on what's outside of our control. And focusing on what we can change, our mindset and actions empowers us to make progress even in difficult situations.
And another important factor is emotional regulation. Resilience is often built on the ability to manage our emotions during times of stress. When we feel overwhelmed, taking a moment to pause, breathe, and process our emotions can help us respond to challenges more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively.
That's a great observation, Thomas. Emotional regulation allows us to stay grounded and clear-headed. When we don't let our emotions take the reins, we can make better decisions. A great way to practice this is through mindfulness exercises like deep breathing or journaling, which help us stay connected to the present moment.
Mindfulness is essential. It's easy to get swept up in negative thoughts during stressful situations, but mindfulness helps us regain control. By staying present, we prevent our minds from spiraling into what-ifs or worst-case scenarios, which often only add unnecessary stress and anxiety to the situation.
And speaking of managing stress, it's important to remember that resilience doesn't mean we have to do everything alone. Seeking support from friends, family, or even a counselor can help lighten the emotional load. Talking about our challenges can often provide us with new perspectives and solutions we may not have thought of on our own.
Exactly, support systems are vital when navigating uncertainty. Sometimes all we need is someone to listen and offer encouragement. In fact, sharing our struggles can help us feel less isolated, and it's a reminder that we're not facing challenges alone. It also fosters deeper connections with others.
It's true, building a support network is not just about seeking help, but also offering it. Being there for others during their tough times strengthens the bond and creates a sense of community. We can all help each other become more resilient by sharing our experiences, offering advice, or simply being a supportive presence.
You're right, Jennifer. Resilience is about the collective effort of individuals supporting each other. When we work together, we can face challenges more effectively. Moreover, resilience is often built through small, consistent actions. Taking small steps every day toward overcoming adversity will gradually make us stronger.
That's an important point. Overcoming uncertainty doesn't happen overnight. It's about showing up each day and taking small, intentional actions that move us forward. Whether it's learning something new, asking for help, or simply showing kindness to ourselves, these small steps add up to create significant progress.
Another key aspect of building resilience is learning to embrace failure as part of the journey. Often, failure is seen as something to avoid, but in reality, it's a powerful teacher. By reframing failure as an opportunity for feedback and growth, we can approach setbacks with a sense of curiosity rather than fear.
Failure teaches us valuable lessons. It's not the failure itself that matters, but how we respond to it. If we view each setback as a lesson, we stop seeing ourselves as failures and start seeing ourselves as learners. This shift in mindset is incredibly empowering, allowing us to bounce back even stronger.
Exactly, and part of resilience is having the patience to allow the process to unfold. Sometimes things don't go according to plan, and that's okay. Learning to accept the unpredictability of life while still staying committed to our goals is a key component of building long-term resilience.
Patience is an often overlooked aspect of resilience. It's easy to get discouraged when progress seems slow, but true resilience is about persistence. Even small steps toward a goal are steps in the right direction. By being patient with ourselves, we allow room for growth and transformation.
Another factor in building resilience is self-compassion. When things don't go as planned, we often beat ourselves up. But being kind to ourselves during tough times is essential. Self-compassion helps us maintain motivation, prevents burnout, and gives us the strength to keep moving forward.
Yes, Thomas, it's crucial to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a friend in need. Resilience doesn't mean being perfect. It means continuing to move forward despite imperfections. When we show ourselves compassion, we can persevere through any obstacle. Lifelong learning is more than just gaining new skills. It's about fostering curiosity and an open mind throughout our lives. It's the practice of continuously seeking knowledge to grow personally and professionally. When we embrace learning as a habit, it becomes a source of joy and adaptability in an ever-changing world.
I agree. Jennifer, lifelong learning helps us stay relevant in today's fast-paced society. Whether it's keeping up with technology or understanding global issues, learning equips us with the tools to engage meaningfully. It's not just about career advancement, it's about personal fulfillment and staying connected to the world around us.
That's a great point, Thomas. Lifelong learning also keeps our minds active and healthy. Studies show that regularly challenging ourselves intellectually can improve cognitive function and reduce the risk of mental decline as we age. So learning isn't just for the young, it's a vital practice for all stages of life.
Absolutely, Jennifer, and the beauty of lifelong learning is its versatility. It doesn't always have to be formal education. Learning can happen through hobbies, travel, conversations, or even podcasts like this one. The key is to stay curious and open to new experiences, wherever they may come from.
Exactly, Thomas. Even casual learning experiences can be deeply enriching. For example, picking up a new language not only broadens our communication skills, but also exposes us to new cultures and perspectives. It's this kind of growth that makes lifelong learning such a rewarding endeavor.
Yes, and it's not just about acquiring knowledge, but also applying it. When we learn something new, it often sparks creativity and innovation in other areas of our lives. For instance, learning to cook can lead to healthier eating habits, or learning to code might inspire a career shift.
That's so true. And let's not forget how lifelong learning enhances our confidence. Each new skill or piece of knowledge we gain reinforces our belief in our ability to tackle challenges. It's empowering to know that we can continually reinvent ourselves and adapt to whatever life throws our way.
Absolutely. Jennifer, confidence is a natural byproduct of learning. When we take on challenges and succeed, we build a sense of achievement that boosts our self-esteem. Even when we fail, the process teaches us resilience and determination, which are equally valuable for personal growth.
Resilience is a great point, Thomas. Lifelong learning teaches us to embrace failure as part of the journey. When we see setbacks as learning opportunities, we're less likely to be discouraged and more motivated to keep trying. It's all about maintaining a positive and growth-oriented mindset.
Exactly, Jennifer. A growth mindset is essential for lifelong learning. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, we shift to, I can't do this yet. That small change in perspective opens the door to endless possibilities. It encourages us to take risks, step out of our comfort zones, and truly explore our potential.
Speaking of stepping out of comfort zones, lifelong learning often involves pushing ourselves into unfamiliar territory. It's in those moments of discomfort that we grow the most. Whether it's public speaking, learning to swim, or trying a new art form, these experiences expand our horizons in incredible ways.
That's a great observation, Jennifer. Growth rarely happens in the comfort zone. The challenges we face when learning something new force us to think differently and develop creative solutions. Over time, this ability to think outside the box becomes a powerful asset in both personal and professional life.
And it's not just about individual growth. Lifelong learning also enriches our relationships. When we share our knowledge and experiences with others, we build stronger connections. It creates a cycle of mutual growth where we inspire and learn from each other, making our interactions more meaningful.
I completely agree. Jennifer, sharing knowledge is one of the most fulfilling aspects of lifelong learning. Teaching others not only reinforces our own understanding but also builds a sense of community. It's a reminder that learning is a collective journey, not a solitary one.
That's beautifully said, Thomas. And let's not overlook how lifelong learning contributes to adaptability. In a world that's constantly changing, the ability to learn and adapt quickly is more valuable than ever. It prepares us to face new challenges and seize opportunities with confidence and enthusiasm.
Absolutely. Adaptability is key to thriving in today's dynamic environment. Lifelong learning ensures we're never stagnant. It keeps us open to change and willing to explore new paths, even when they seem daunting at first. It's this willingness to adapt that often leads to the most unexpected and rewarding outcomes.
And on a broader scale, lifelong learning helps us contribute to society in meaningful ways. When we're informed and educated, we're better equipped to make decisions that positively impact our communities. Whether it's through volunteering, mentoring, or advocacy, learning empowers us to be active, engaged citizens.
Exactly, Jennifer. Lifelong learning doesn't just benefit us individually. It has a ripple effect that reaches everyone around us. Our knowledge and skills can inspire others, solve problems, and drive innovation. It's a reminder that learning is one of the most impactful investments we can make in ourselves and the world.
It's true, Thomas. Lifelong learning is a journey without a final destination. There's always more to discover, more to explore, and more to understand. When we commit to this journey, we open ourselves up to a lifetime of growth, connection, and fulfillment.
Perfectly summed up. Jennifer, lifelong learning is a gift we give ourselves, one that keeps on giving in countless ways. Whether we're learning for personal joy, career advancement, or to make a difference in the world, the journey is always worth it. Let's all embrace the joy of learning, today and every day.
Communication skills are fundamental in every aspect of life. Whether it's building relationships, advancing in a career, or expressing ideas, the ability to communicate effectively makes all the difference. A clear and confident communicator inspires trust and ensures mutual understanding.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Strong communication isn't just about speaking well. It's also about listening. Active listening shows respect and fosters collaboration. When we truly listen, we understand others' perspectives better, paving the way for deeper connections and more productive interactions.
You're right, Thomas. Another key element of good communication is clarity. When we articulate our thoughts clearly, we reduce misunderstandings. It's about choosing the right words, maintaining a logical flow, and considering the audience's perspective to ensure our message is received as intended.
Exactly, Jennifer, and tone is equally important. Our tone conveys emotions and intent, often more than the words themselves. A positive and respectful tone can turn a challenging conversation into a constructive dialogue, while a harsh tone might escalate conflicts unnecessarily.
That's so true. Let's not forget nonverbal communication, like body language and facial expressions. These often speak louder than words. A simple smile, eye contact, or nod can reinforce our message and show that we're engaged and approachable.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Nonverbal cues can complement verbal communication and even fill in gaps where words fall short. For instance, in a presentation, confident posture and gestures can emphasize key points, making the speaker more convincing and relatable.
And when it comes to professional settings, communication skills are critical for teamwork. Clear communication ensures that goals are aligned, responsibilities are understood, and problems are addressed efficiently. It's the backbone of any successful collaboration.
That's a great point, Jennifer. In addition, effective communication helps resolve conflicts. When we communicate with empathy and patience, we create an environment where issues can be discussed openly and solutions can be found without unnecessary tension.
Absolutely, Thomas. Empathy is such a vital aspect of communication. Understanding and validating someone's feelings can make them feel heard and valued. This strengthens relationships, whether in personal life or in the workplace.
I couldn't agree more, and building rapport through small talk or shared interests lays the groundwork for effective communication. A good rapport creates trust, which is essential when tackling difficult conversations or working towards common goals.
That's a valuable insight, Thomas. And while communication is often associated with words, silence can be powerful too. A thoughtful pause can give others time to process information or invite them to contribute, showing that we value their input.
Indeed, Jennifer, silence can be strategic in communication. It allows us to reflect, reduces the chances of impulsive responses, and creates a space for meaningful dialogue. It's about finding the right balance between speaking and listening.
Another thing to consider is adapting our communication style to different contexts. How we communicate with a close friend might differ from how we interact with a colleague or a client. Flexibility ensures that our message is appropriate and impactful.
That's an excellent point. Jennifer, context shapes communication, from choosing formal or informal language to adjusting our vocabulary based on the audience's familiarity with the topic. This adaptability makes us more effective communicators in any scenario.
And let's not forget cultural sensitivity in communication. In our globalized world, understanding cultural nuances can prevent misinterpretations and foster inclusivity. It's about respecting differences and finding common ground to build strong, cross-cultural relationships.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Miscommunication often arises from cultural differences, but it can be minimized with awareness and respect. Simple gestures like learning a few phrases in someone's language or understanding their customs show that we value their background.
So true, Thomas. Technology also plays a huge role in modern communication. From emails to video calls, these tools have revolutionized how we connect. However, it's important to use them wisely to maintain clarity and professionalism, especially in digital communication.
That's a great point, Jennifer. In digital communication, clarity is key because we lack nonverbal cues. Proofreading messages, being concise, and using polite language ensure that our communication is effective and reflects our intentions positively.
Lastly, continuous improvement in communication skills is essential. Seeking feedback, practicing public speaking, or even joining language clubs can enhance our abilities. Communication is a skill we can always refine, making it one of the most valuable lifelong investments.
Perfectly said, Jennifer. Communication is the bridge that connects us to the world. Whether we're building relationships, solving problems, or sharing ideas, effective communication empowers us to achieve our goals and create meaningful connections. It's truly a skill worth mastering.
Consistency is a key factor in mastering any new skill, and language learning is no exception. Regular practice helps you internalize new words, phrases, and grammatical structures. Even small, daily efforts can compound over time, leading to significant progress. It's about making language learning a part of your routine.
That's absolutely true, Jennifer. When we consistently expose ourselves to a language, whether through reading, listening, or speaking, we reinforce our understanding. The more frequently we engage with the language, the more natural it becomes. It's like building a muscle. Constant repetition strengthens it.
Exactly, Thomas. And with consistency comes confidence. When learners commit to practicing regularly, they start seeing improvements, even in small ways. This boost in confidence encourages them to speak more, make mistakes, and eventually master the language. The key is not to be afraid of errors.
You're right, Jennifer. Mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. In fact, they're essential. Every mistake teaches us something new. By practicing consistently, we create an environment where making mistakes becomes less intimidating and more of an opportunity to grow.
Speaking of growth, consistency also helps us develop a deeper understanding of the culture behind the language. When you immerse yourself in language learning every day, you start picking up cultural nuances, idioms, and expressions that textbooks may not teach you. This cultural insight is invaluable.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Language is more than just words. It's a reflection of culture. By dedicating time to daily practice, we begin to understand the social and cultural context of the language, making our communication more authentic. This also helps us relate better to native speakers.
And consistency doesn't have to mean long hours of study every day. Even dedicating just 20 to 30 minutes a day can make a huge difference. The key is to keep it regular. It's better to practice for a short period consistently than to cram once in a while. Consistency is the foundation of success.
I couldn't agree more, Jennifer. It's all about forming a habit. When learning becomes a regular part of your day, it becomes easier to stick with. Whether it's listening to a podcast during your commute or reading a book for 20 minutes before bed, every little bit adds up.
Consistency is also what helps reinforce the language in different contexts. By practicing the same words or phrases in multiple situations, whether you're using them in conversations, writing, or listening, you help solidify them in your memory. It's about reinforcement from all angles.
Exactly, Jennifer. Language is like a puzzle. Every piece contributes to the bigger picture. The more consistently we practice, the more pieces we collect, which makes the overall structure clearer. And it's not just about rote memorization. It's about making the language part of your thinking process.
That's a brilliant point, Thomas. Another aspect of consistency is tracking progress. By practicing regularly, you're able to see how far you've come over time. Maybe you'll notice you can understand more in conversations, or you start using new vocabulary without thinking about it. That's real progress.
Yes, tracking progress is incredibly motivating. It's easy to get discouraged if we only focus on the end goal, but when we break the journey into smaller milestones, we celebrate our wins along the way. It's important to recognize those small successes. They add up to bigger accomplishments.
And I think that's why setting achievable goals is crucial. When we create small, manageable language goals like learning 10 new words a week or listening to a podcast episode every day, we make the learning process feel more attainable. It's about taking it one step at a time, not rushing.
I agree. Jennifer, short-term goals lead to long-term success. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. By setting small, achievable goals, we keep our motivation high and our focus sharp. And with each goal accomplished, we feel that sense of accomplishment which drives us forward.
Moreover, consistency fosters discipline. It's easy to get sidetracked with other activities or lose motivation, but sticking to a routine helps us stay disciplined. Discipline is what transforms language learning from a hobby into a skill, and it's the skill that stays with you for a lifetime.
Exactly, Jennifer. Discipline helps us stay on track even when the excitement of learning a new language starts to fade. It keeps us committed to the process, and over time, the effort pays off. Whether it's a busy day or a quiet one, consistency ensures we keep moving forward.
It's also worth mentioning that consistency is important in the way we approach different skills. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing should all be practiced regularly. By engaging in all these aspects every day, we create a well-rounded foundation for language proficiency.
That's a great point, Jennifer. Focusing on all aspects of the language helps prevent stagnation. If we only focus on one area, like speaking, we may miss out on the benefits of practicing listening, reading, and writing. A balanced approach is key to developing a strong language skill set.
Lastly, consistency helps us stay connected with the language community. Whether it's through language exchange partners, online classes, or podcasts, being consistent means we stay engaged with others who share the same language learning journey. This connection is a big motivator.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Being part of a community can provide the support we need to keep going, especially when challenges arise. Sharing experiences with other learners, asking for advice, and celebrating victories together creates a sense of camaraderie that makes learning feel more enjoyable.
In conclusion, Thomas, consistency is the backbone of language learning. It transforms a daunting challenge into a manageable, even enjoyable experience. With daily practice, patience, and dedication, learners can make remarkable progress and reach their language goals.
Well said, Jennifer. So, remember, language learning isn't about doing it all at once, it's about making it a part of your daily routine. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and you'll see the results. Consistency truly is the secret to language mastery.
Listening is often overlooked in language learning, but it's the foundation of effective communication. When we listen, we not only pick up words and phrases, but also intonation, emotion, and cultural nuances. Good listening skills improve our understanding and confidence in conversations.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Listening exposes us to the natural rhythm and flow of a language. It helps learners get familiar with how native speakers combine words, stress syllables, and express ideas. This immersion is vital for improving fluency because it connects language to real-life context.
And one of the best ways to develop listening skills is through varied content. Podcasts, movies, songs, and news broadcasts offer different accents, vocabularies, and speeds. This diversity challenges us to adapt and understand the language in different settings, making us more versatile.
That's a great point. Each type of content provides unique benefits. For example, podcasts focus on clear articulation and detailed discussions, while movies showcase casual dialogues and slang. Mixing these resources keeps learning engaging and ensures exposure to both formal and informal language.
Exactly, Thomas. Another key factor is active listening. Instead of passively hearing words, learners should focus on understanding context, identifying key phrases, and noting how sentences are structured. This level of attention deepens comprehension and helps in applying the language effectively.
I agree. Jennifer, active listening trains the brain to process language in real time. It sharpens our ability to anticipate what's coming next in a conversation, making us better communicators. It's like building a mental library of phrases we can draw on when speaking or writing.
It's also worth mentioning that repetition plays a huge role in listening improvement. Replaying the same audio content helps learners catch details they missed the first time. Over time, they'll notice their comprehension improves as they become familiar with sounds and patterns.
Yes, repetition is incredibly powerful. Listening to the same material multiple times lets learners focus on different aspects each time, like vocabulary, tone, or sentence structure. It also boosts confidence because familiarity with the content makes understanding easier.
And for beginners, starting with slower-paced content can be helpful. Slower speech allows learners to catch individual words and phrases. As their skills grow, they can transition to faster, more natural conversations, gradually building their listening endurance.
That's a smart approach. Slow content provides a strong foundation, but transitioning to faster material challenges learners to process information more quickly. This prepares them for real-life conversations where speed and spontaneity are crucial for effective communication.
Another strategy is shadowing, where learners listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately. This technique not only improves pronunciation and rhythm, but also helps them internalize the language. Shadowing bridges the gap between listening and speaking.
Shadowing is a fantastic technique. It forces learners to focus on how words are pronounced and how sentences flow naturally. Over time, this practice strengthens both listening and speaking skills, making learners sound more fluent and confident in their delivery.
And let's not forget the role of subtitles in listening practice. Watching shows or movies with subtitles helps learners connect spoken words with their written forms. Eventually, they can challenge themselves by turning off subtitles and relying solely on their listening skills.
Subtitles are a great tool. Jennifer, they help bridge the gap between unfamiliar speech and comprehension. As learners become more comfortable, they'll find that they rely less on subtitles and more on their instincts, which is a big step toward fluency.
Immersion is another effective method. Surrounding yourself with the language, even if you don't understand everything at first, trains your brain to adapt. Whether it's living in a country where the language is spoken or immersing yourself online, the exposure accelerates learning.
Immersion is indeed transformative. It forces you to think in the language, which is essential for fluency. Even if full immersion isn't possible, creating a language bubble with music, podcasts, and social media content can replicate the benefits and keep learners engaged.
Lastly, patience is key. Listening can be challenging, especially when the content feels too fast or complex. But with regular practice, learners will notice progress. It's important to celebrate small victories like understanding a full sentence or catching a new word in a conversation.
Exactly, Jennifer. Language learning is a journey, and listening is one of its most rewarding aspects. The ability to understand someone in their native language opens up new connections and opportunities. So, learners should embrace the challenge and trust the process. It's worth it.
In summary, listening is the cornerstone of language mastery. It builds comprehension, fluency, and cultural understanding. By dedicating time to this skill and using strategies like repetition, immersion, and active listening, learners can unlock their full potential in communication.
Well said, Jennifer. listening isn't just a skill, it's the gateway to meaningful conversations and deeper cultural appreciation. So, to all learners out there, make listening a priority in your language journey. It'll not only enhance your understanding but also enrich your overall experience.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope this episode has given you valuable insights into overcoming challenges in English learning. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to fluency. Celebrate your progress, stay consistent, and never stop practicing.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Learning a language is a journey, and each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Keep pushing forward, stay curious, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode of Learn English with Podcast Conversation.
Until next time, take care and happy learning.
Bye for now.